One upload. No caption that explained anything. No warning to the world. Yet within minutes, global fandom timelines exploded because Xiao Zhan quietly shared a video of Wang Yibo standing against the sheer cliffs of Squamish, Canada. And nothing felt accidental. It started like any ordinary scroll. Fans opening their phones, expecting routine updates, brand visuals, or silence. Then suddenly, there it was. A video, raw and unfiltered. Wang Yibo, suspended between sky and stone. No stage lights, no choreography, just a man, a cliff, and gravity waiting for a mistake. The location was unmistakable, Squamish, Canada. A legendary climbing destination feared and respected by professionals. This wasn't a photo shoot backdrop. This was real terrain. The footage showed Wang Yibo during Teryx Climbing Academy 2025. His movements were slow, deliberate, every grip calculated, every breath measured. But the shock wasn't what he was doing. It was who chose to share it. Xiao Zhan. No explanation followed. No emojis. No promotional tone. Just a quiet post that felt deeply intentional. And fans knew instantly. This was not just content. This was a moment being witnessed. As the video replayed across screens worldwide, something shifted. Fans weren't screaming first. They were pausing, rewatching, zooming in, because Wang Yibo didn't look like a superstar here. He looked human, focused, exposed. The wind brushed against his jacket. His fingers pressed into cold stone. And for a split second, he stopped. Not to pose, not for the camera, but to look upward. That pause changed everything. It reminded fans that behind the headlines and achievements, Wang Yibo is someone who continuously chooses risk over comfort. Whether on a motorcycle track, a film set, or a vertical wall of rock, he keeps stepping closer to the edge. And Xiao Zhan saw that moment. Not the victory at the top, not the applause afterward, but the struggle in between. That choice of which moment to share was what made the fandom hold its breath. The reactions didn't erupt the way breaking news usually does. There were no instant jokes, no chaotic screaming threads. Instead, something quieter happened. Fans slowed down. They replayed the video again and again, not to catch a mistake, but to understand a feeling. Comment sections filled with long messages rather than short exclamations. People spoke about tension in their chests, about hands unconsciously clenching while watching Wang Yibo climb, about that moment when he paused midway up the cliff and how it felt strangely familiar. Because that pause didn't look heroic. It looked uncertain, human. Wang Yibo wasn't smiling. He wasn't performing courage. He was inside it. And that's when the emotional weight truly landed. This wasn't the image fans were trained to expect from a global star. No perfection, no control over the environment. Just trust in his body, in his training, in the rock beneath his fingers. Xiao Zhan's choice to share this version of Wang Yibo changed how the video was received. It felt less like content and more like recognition. As if someone had seen the struggle and quietly said, "I see this part of you." Across international fandom spaces, the conversation deepened, but stayed respectful. No one rushed to label it as symbolism. No one forced it into a narrative of romance or rivalry. Instead, fans spoke about presence, about how rare it is for moments like this to be shared without agenda, about how rare it feels to witness a celebrity not at the peak, but in the climb. Some fans admitted they felt emotional without knowing why. Others said the video reminded them of their own uphill moments, careers, relationships, personal battles fought in silence. And that's where the story expanded beyond two names. Because this wasn't about speculation. It wasn't about headlines chasing meaning. It was about resonance. Xiao Zhan didn't frame Wang Yibo as untouchable. He didn't frame him as fragile either. He framed him as real. In an industry where every image is curated, this felt different. It felt like trust, shared quietly, without explanation. And fans understood that silence wasn't empty. It was intentional. Long after the initial surge passed, the video remained. Still circulating. Still being revisited late at night, on quiet screens. Not because it promised more, but because it didn't need to. Wang Yibo climbing that cliff became more than a moment. It became a reminder that strength isn't always loud, that recognition doesn't always come with words, and that sometimes being seen is enough. Xiao Zhan's post didn't close a chapter. It didn't open one either. It simply marked a moment in time when effort, courage, and observation aligned. And for fans watching across continents, that was powerful. Because in the end, the most unforgettable stories aren't the ones that explain everything. They're the ones that make you feel something and stay with you long after the screen goes dark.